going on? Welcome to the stream. I want to answer a couple questions first before we dive right into it. I want to give people a chance to come around. By the way, thanks for letting me take a little bit of a break. This is my first time going live in a week. I was in Nevada at my parents' place for almost a week, taking a nice little break, spending time with family. So thanks for letting me do that. I didn't even tell anybody. I just left. First time watching you on YouTube? Sup, Towanani Toin? Carol, thank you for the 13 months. Scott, thank you for the 17 months, man. Redbearded Joe, are you still in here? You asked a question. How much money do you make on Super Chats? I know streamers have turned them off because YouTube got 60%, they said. I know this is for partners. I don't know about affiliates. Couple things about this. So it's not 60%. YouTube does not get 60%. YouTube gets 30%. So the YouTube split is 70-30 across both, for both Super Chats and for memberships. So since Super Chats is kind of like YouTube's version of bits, technically Twitch gives us, I think they give you 75%. It changes depending on how much the person buys. I mean, you do get 100% of what the streamer gives or what the viewer gives, but there's the percentage is taken off the beginning, right? You pay $600. You pay $6.40, $6.50 for $5 worth of bits. So it's taken off the front end instead of the back end, where YouTube just lets you pay $5 and then the streamer gets $3.50. So it's a very similar split. I want to say bits are a slightly higher split, but then also their memberships are 70-30, whereas Twitch is all 50-50 at this point, pretty much. So it's pretty much a wash. But also you said, you know, that's, I think that's just for partners. I don't know about affiliates. YouTube doesn't have affiliates. YouTube just has a partnership program. So that's how it works. For everyone that is a partner that has monetization turned on, you can have Super Chats and you get a 70-30 split across the board. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, Ri sensei. O genki desu ka? Your About page still says you're on the Alpha Gaming channel. Oh, I gotta change that. Thank you. Dude, I'm really pumped to talk about today. I don't want to start yet. I want to give people a minute to come in. Genki desu? Yokatta. Are you aware of people getting DMCA mutes on Twitch for some of your streams? So mutes are not the same as DMCA. Yes, of course I'm aware. All safe. I've tweeted about it a bajillion times. There's only so much I can talk about it. Yes, all safe music gets mutes on Twitch because Twitch uses really bad audio synchronization or audio recognition software called Audible Magic. They're just terrible. We've sent them everything to make our stuff safe. They still misread it or mute some stuff, but it's not the same as a DMCA. No one's ever gotten a DMCA strike. DMCA strikes have to be done manually by me, and obviously I don't do that. You probably are, but you're recording in 4K cap. Not only am I recording in 4K capture utility this camera, so if we switch to this camera, I still have this camera. But also I'm recording OBS. So if we switch to this screen, we get this one in full resolution as well. So don't you worry, child. VV, thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back. How are you doing? True Senpais too. Strawberry grape Uncrustables. I've never had an Uncrustable, but I would definitely go with strawberry if I had one. Kane, I'm glad you like the videos, man. Thank you. What's the best overall audio interface for streaming? I don't think there's a best one. It just depends on what you want. There are a lot of good ones. Beacon is great. That's what I prefer. The Go XLR is still good. I think the Go XLR Mini is a better bang for your buck than the full size. The Wave XLR is fantastic. Those are the three that I prefer. I know Yamaha just released a new one recently and they sent one to me. I just got it in the mail 15 minutes ago. I got to check that out soon. Have you used flown the DJI FPV? I've never flown an FPV drone. I had a Phantom. I've got a Mavic right now. I haven't flown it in forever because they changed like FAC, not FAC, FAP. I don't know. Whatever the air control, whatever. There's so many crazy new laws that I just don't even want to. FAA, thank you. FAA. I don't even know what the laws are. I don't trust them. I don't want to fly it. Unless I'm going out in the middle of nowhere, I don't want to fly it. I have no idea how much trouble I can get in. I got the SM7B and the Go XLR Mini a month before the Beacon line came out. Feel like I shot myself in the foot? No, it's a great setup. It's expensive. You bought a very expensive setup, but it is a very good sounding setup. Go XLR is still fantastic. It's missing a couple features that are important to me, but they might not be important to you. Do you ever have issues with running 4K capture utility and OBS at the same time? Nope. Nope, running them both right now. In fact, let me see. With 0 dropped frames. Recording both. 4K capture utility is recording 20 megabits per second in 4K, and OBS is recording in 13 megabits per second at 1440p. Yeah, no problems at all. Just know that I'm pretty sure that the 4K, the 4K Pro can only do. Oh, is it Gen 1 or Gen 2? I'm pretty sure the 4K, the first gen can only be in one app at a time. If you're running the second gen, you shouldn't have a problem with it running in 2 apps at the same time. If you're running the first gen, I'm pretty sure it can only be in 1 app at a time. All right. You guys ready to start? Let's talk about Twitch's announcement today. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Man, I get so excited. I get way too excited about this kind of stuff. It's so fun. There's so much to look into. Everybody tends to, and this is not a bash on everybody else. It's just everyone's gut reaction is usually very surface level. Like, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Is this Twitch doing a good thing or Twitch doing a bad thing? It's always way more complicated than that. And usually moves like this are starting plays, like a foreshadowing plays of what's to come. Right now, this is a great thing for streamers. For most streamers. It's a great thing for partners. It's a bad thing. We'll get into this. It's a bad thing for big Twitch partners. And I believe in a couple months, it will end up showing to be a bad thing for all partners. We'll explain why. Not because exclusivity is going to be a bad thing, but because I think this is the first step towards a new Twitch. Because this is totally unprecedented. Like this is, by the way, just some background behind this, just so we know what we're talking about, just so everybody knows. Because this is going to go on YouTube. For those of you who missed it, Twitch has ended their exclusivity with some caveats. They've ended their exclusivity with their partner program, meaning you can stream on Twitch one day and you can stream on YouTube another day. Or you can stream on Twitch one day and then later in the day you can stream on YouTube or whatever. You still can't, this is important, you still cannot multi-stream or simulcast, or whatever word you want to use, to YouTube and Facebook. It's interesting they got really specific to web-based Twitch-like services that support streaming for extended periods of time. They're keeping it loose. They didn't say, hey, you can still stream on, oh wait, they did. Just kidding. So they say, so simulcasting on short form mobile services such as TikTok or Instagram Live is allowed, but you can't stream to stuff like YouTube, Facebook. I'm assuming that also means can't stream on Provo, can't stream on Brime? I don't know if Brime is still a thing. Is Brime still a thing? And we'll get into why that's actually kind of a big deal. We'll get into that because that actually is more than just like, they haven't added that yet. Like I think there's a reason for it. But I think this is a lot of there. Okay, let's just go over this. Let's do this. What do you say we do this? The old-fashioned way. Huh? Font, how do we make this? Too big? Full screen, can't see anything? It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. The point is, Twitch exclusivity is gone with an asterisk next to it. But the question is, like, why would they do it? That was like the ace in the hole that Twitch had. Like, that was the thing that kept Twitch partners only streaming on Twitch. So why? Why would Twitch remove exclusivity? I can see three reasons. Three reasons, and only one of them is true. Okay. Twitch believes it is the best move to remain the top streaming platform. Okay? That this is the future of streaming. That's the way it should go. That in order for their business to maintain, this is what they have to do. This is how they're going to maintain the top, right? Or option number two, it's not the best for Twitch. Let's capitalize. Grammar is important. But they heard their community. Community's cries, right? This is something that streamers have begged for a while, and Twitch is the platform of the people, and they want to give the people what they want, right? Spoiler, it's not that one. Or three, it's a sneaky way to make a ton of money while all the big streamers are leaving and stop the bleeding. I can't spell bleeding. Okay, I want to make something really clear, by the way. Before we jump into this, please, this is not a Twitch bashing session. I don't necessarily think this is the wrong play for Twitch. I don't think Twitch is a bad guy. I think Twitch is a business. And I think Twitch needs to make money or else they're not a real business. That's what business, they're not, okay. My brain just, I keep getting two sentences ahead and my mouth can't keep up. They need to make money or else they're not a real business. That's what businesses do. Businesses give you a product and they make money. And they've been hemorrhaging for a while. And the dynamic is changing and they are making changes to go along with it. Okay? So let's go over those three things. They do need to make, if Twitch stops making money, they shut down and they have to fire every employee. I want businesses to make money. We should all want businesses to make money. Don't get me wrong. This is not a Twitch bashing session. This is taking a look at Twitch's move from a business standpoint. That's all we're doing here, okay? So, Twitch believes it's the best move to remain on the top streaming platform. That's definitely not true. I think at this point you see all these massive streamers moving over to YouTube. You see a platform that knows how to maintain, that knows how to be a business central place for content creators and have shown that they are the location. Like, the writing's in the sand. Writing's in the sand? I think that's the phrase, right? The writing's in the sand. Writing's on the wall. Whatever, words. Their one ace in the hole was their exclusivity. It's what kept people on the platform. Why would they remove exclusivity and let them leave the platform when there is another big up and coming platform who's trying to take them over, and Twitch opened the gate and said, sure, go for it. This is not a good move long term for Twitch, which I think shows that they're not thinking long term anymore. Man, Ryan's music is so good that it's so distracting. It's not the best for Twitch, but they hear their community's cries. 2 reasons why this is not true. One, again, Twitch is a bleeding platform. The last thing they're going to do is really wreck their income even more just to make their community happy. They've also shown that they don't do this. Sure, Twitch hears their community's cries often. They've made some changes here and there, but they're usually really slow. They're usually halfway done, and they definitely don't ever do it when it's at their disposition, right? When it hurts them, when it hurts their bottom line, they don't ever do this. And this is long term. This is going to hurt. So they're definitely not doing it to be the good guy Twitch. It's owned by Amazon, and that's not a bash on Twitch. That's just a fundamental part of running a big business. You have to make money. So nothing wrong with that. Number 3, and it's this one, by the way. It's a sneaky way to make a lot of money while all the big streamers are leaving and stop the bleeding. Okay, so let's talk about why removing exclusivity does this. Okay, right now, what's going on is a lot of big streamers are leaving Twitch, right? We've already had a handful of them, like Saikuno, like Valkyrie, like Ludwig, like a ton of massive streamers are leaving. And by the way, there are a ton more that have already signed contracts with YouTube, planning to leave Twitch for YouTube. It's not ending for a while. There's a mass exodus happening, and every time another streamer moves over, everyone freaks out. And there are a good handful more people that are leaving. Oh, Lily Pichu and Myth were the last 2. It's a big deal. Lily Pichu is a staple on Twitch. There will be a lot more that have left. Hey, you want to come in here? You want to come in here? He was just standing by the door. Boy. Poor guy. Hey, can I come in, Harris? Kenobi, thank you for the 8 months, by the way. Okay, but let's talk about why Twitch... Let me start over. Twitch has recognized they're not going to be able to stop this. YouTube has more money. YouTube has a more established platform. YouTube is one of Google's staple pieces. I don't think Amazon cares that much about Twitch. Amazon is Amazon's biggest staple. YouTube is Google's massive staple. If YouTube wants to win, YouTube's going to win. I think Twitch has finally accepted that. So here's what's going on. Twitch recognizes that people are leaving. People are leaving Twitch. I don't know why I capitalized leaving. Leaving Twitch for YouTube. And whenever they do, why can't I type? Whenever they leave Twitch for YouTube, hold on, Kenzie's calling me. 1 sec. give me 1 sec, guys. She was grabbing me lunch. So when people leave Twitch for YouTube, they do one thing. They end their Twitch partnership. Let me pull back up my notes here. I want to make sure I don't forget anything. This right here is what I think Twitch is trying to resolve. I don't think Twitch is trying to make being a partner better for partnered streams. I don't think they're trying to improve the experience for partners, and we'll go over why very specifically in a second. I'm not looking at I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry guys, I'm on the wrong screen. This is what Twitch is trying to fix, right? They're not trying to make the partner experience better for partners. What they're trying to do is when these massive streamers leave, they're trying to say, hey, go ahead and leave for YouTube, but go ahead and just keep your Twitch partnership status. Just leave it there. Because that does something really important. By the way, I know this because when I left Twitch for YouTube, one of the guys at Twitch actually, and again, this was very early on, the guy at Twitch, obviously they shut down my partnership, but they said, hey, maybe we can keep you on as an affiliate. Which I remember being like, nah, I remember like being super, like it felt very edgy. Like, I'm worried that signing this contract, like you're going to sneak in some exclusivity and screw me over. And I was worried that Twitch was trying to pull a sneaky move on me. But with this move, I'm now realizing what they were trying to do. If you can move over to YouTube, you accomplish two main things. Very first thing that you accomplish. All their subscriptions that are paying $5 a month don't go away. That's a big deal. They're hoping that these people that move over to YouTube maintain their Twitch partnership and they keep the subscriptions going. Their biggest fans stay subscribed. Now, sure, they're not going to get as many gifted subs, but I think they're hoping that maybe they'll stream, hey, you're not exclusive anymore. Why don't you just stream once a month on Twitch? Once every 2 months on Twitch. Just pop back in every once in a while and everyone renews their subs. This is a huge business advantage for Twitch. Because not only are those subs rolling over, but the reason that we've talked about why Twitch is losing money. It's so expensive for them to host these massive live streams. They lose money on their massive partners because the cost for 50,000 people or 10,000 people to watch a live stream isn't worth what they make back in subscriptions, especially since for those big partners, they only make $150 per sub, which we'll get into in a little bit. This way, they only have to host a live stream once a month, once every couple months, and they keep a high level of subscriptions. So their cost per subscription goes way down. They maintain a ton of subscriptions and don't have to pay nearly as much. I think that's a big part of what's going on here. And I know a lot of people are going to say like, okay, well, a ton of people are going to cancel their subscriptions and they only make $150 because there's a 70-30 split for these large creators. So they're not really going to make a ton. Well, I'm going to give a prediction and I'll get into it. I want to actually, before TwitchCon, I have a handful of predictions of stuff they're going to announce at TwitchCon, or at least stuff that's going to change around the time of TwitchCon. And I want to get into it. And this is a big one. I think unless you are specifically contracted, like you're an ambassador or something who gets a 70-30 split, I think every single partner split is going to change to 50-50. So as they lose these big streamers for YouTube, they don't have to host their big streams anymore, but they're hoping that because they maintain their Twitch partnership, that these subscriptions, at least a handful of subscriptions, will roll over, or people will forget to cancel them, or they're just big fans and they want to keep them, and they stream once a month and they want to keep their badge or whatever. And now, not only are they're not just making $150 per sub, but they're going up to making $250 per sub. So even if they lose half their subs, they're almost maintaining the same amount of profit. So, and keep in mind, Prime subs don't automatically renew. So those aren't going to keep renewing because Prime subs just lose Twitch money because the person's not paying for it. It's just money going to the streamer's pocket. So those aren't going to renew. It's only paid subs that are going to continue to renew because the person is still a partner. And I guarantee you, you're not going to get a situation where every single viewer shuts down their subs or shuts down their partnership. It's not going to happen. So this is something that I think, when I mentioned earlier that this will be in the future, this will be a really bad move. It looks like a good move for partners now, but it will be a really bad move for partners in the future. I think this is a precursor to all partners losing their sub splits, their 70-30 sub splits, except for maybe the ambassadors. And I think you give it, let those ambassador partnerships, they're all like, a year long at a time. They have to renew every year. They let those run the way of the world. They let those contracts end, and every single partner goes down to 50-50. So I think that's really the move. There's one other reason why I think they do this. Let me change this. Massive streamers won't have an incentive to leave anymore. Let me explain that. Right now, every massive streamer is aiming for a huge buyout, right? I've spoken to, we listened to Ludwig talk about the whole negotiating between Twitch and YouTube and how in the end, YouTube raised the rate and Twitch said we can't match it. And every big streamer I've spoken to that either has left or is planning on leaving has said the same thing. YouTube gave him an offer. Twitch said, sorry, we can't match that. And I think that's what's killing Twitch right now. These big streamers are moving to YouTube knowing that the monetization isn't quite as large as it is on Twitch. There's no denying that. The infrastructure on YouTube Live isn't as great as it is on Twitch. And when you move to YouTube, you lose a ton of money. I should say a ton of your viewership funded money. And so YouTube gives you a massive contract to try to subsidize that a little bit. However, Twitch doesn't have to give you money anymore because Twitch just says, sure, go to YouTube. But this is their situation for those YouTube streamers anymore. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go ahead and have fun. That seems like a great platform. Just stream on our platform once or twice a month, or even don't, but just maintain your partnership. We'll let you keep your check mark, whatever, all the time collecting subscription money. And because Twitch isn't vying for those partners anymore, YouTube no longer has to give massive payouts. Meaning there aren't gonna be, because there's no bidding war anymore, there aren't gonna be massive payouts, at least not the amount that we've seen. And by the way, like I said, I've spoken to a handful of people who have left Twitch for YouTube. I've spoken to a handful of people that are leaving like in the next year. And I mean, we're still talking numbers in the millions. Like we're talking $5 million. YouTube is paying out numbers like $5 million to leave Twitch for YouTube. It's not going to happen anymore. So no more bidding wars. Which is great for YouTube. YouTube doesn't want to have to pay those amounts of money. But now you have these streamers who want to leave Twitch for YouTube. We're hoping for these massive payouts, but aren't going to get them. And so the excitement for leaving Twitch for YouTube just isn't there anymore. It's not saving Twitch, but it's slowing down the bleeding. They're slowing down the money bleeding, and they're slowing down the streamers leaving bleeding because YouTube doesn't have the incentive to pay massive amounts to get streamers to leave. And because they're not paying massive amounts, it's really hard for streamers to justify leaving when they're going to lose a ton of revenue during the live stream by doing it. I think streamers are going to want to maintain their Twitch partnership status a little bit longer until the platform is very much dead, and then they'll leave last minute when, okay, clearly YouTube is the way to go. They've built up their memberships, their gifted memberships, all the things. They've fixed it all. Now it's a good place to stream. Now we'll leave for the platform. So I think that's what's going on. There's also, let me just make this more clear. Reasons. We need to make this a little bit smaller because I got to type a little bit more. I want you guys to know, I think this is a 900 IQ play on Twitch. Like, I think they played this brilliantly. And it's not, like, short term, it's great for partners because this sounds like an awesome announcement, something we've been wanting for a while. Long term, I think this is bad for just about anyone who's making money on Twitch. And we'll see it in the next couple months. Unless I'm wrong, we'll see in the next couple months when partner sub splits go down to 50-50. Now, what's this really going to show? Because like what is going to happen in the future? What is this showing? There are going to be a couple interesting things that this causes, right? First of all, one of the interesting moves is that you still can't multi-stream. Still no multi. They call it simulcasting. Simulcasting? Simulcasting. That's a hard word to type. Why? If they got rid of exclusivity, why can't you multi-stream to YouTube? It's because it makes that transition really hard. Right? If I were a big Twitch streamer, or at least, I mean, even someone who wanted to like test the waters on YouTube and potentially leave in a couple months, what I would do is I would say to my audience, hey, we are going to test out YouTube. We're going to see if we can build an audience over there. For the next month or two, we're going to be multi-streaming. And by the way, I would do this. This is multi-streaming. The only reason I didn't like multi-streaming or simulcasting is because it's not a great permanent strategy. It's not a great thing. Like, you do ruin the community experience by streaming to multiple places at once. I've been in multi-streamed streams and it's not as fun. You don't feel like you're watching a live stream unless you do it really, really well. And that's a very rare situation. But I think for a transition, I think it's a great idea. If you're a big streamer, you don't want to stop streaming on Twitch, but you want to start testing the waters over on YouTube. Say, hey, for the next month or two, we're going to be multi-streaming every single stream over to YouTube. Let's start moving over there. Well, I'll be live on both, but go ahead and start jumping over to YouTube and let's start streaming over there instead. And it's just kind of a nice little crossfade from Twitch over to YouTube. You can't do that anymore. I mean, I guess I should say you still can't do that. So it's going to make the transition a little bit harder. But here's the kicker. What will this really show? Or what are the repercussions? Because everyone's screaming and everyone's super excited about it, and for good reason. Like, this is an awesome announcement, but I think it's foreshadowing two bad things. One thing that I haven't mentioned before. Foreshadowing. I can't type. Is that how you spell foreshadowing? There's an E there, right? Yeah. Foreshadowing the drop to 50-50 for all partners. 2. I think this is going to be, and I don't want to call anybody out. I don't know anyone in particular who's going to do this, but I don't want to make this hard for streamers who are just trying to make ends meet and trying to make sure that they're set for the future, because content creation careers are rough, right? Like, they're super fickle. Numbers go up, numbers go down. And I understand wanting to make as much money as you can while you're in the spotlight. So when things go downhill, you have a place to lean back on. You have a little bit of runway to get the next thing going, right? However, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of big streamers move over to YouTube. This is going to be the problem. You're going to see a lot of big streamers move over to YouTube and maintain their Twitch partnership, knowing that they can continue to collect money off their audience without actually going live on Twitch. I think you'll see some that really want to still collect revenue and want to really maximize their potential. I talk about diversifying income a ton. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're providing value. I don't see anything wrong with a streamer who moves to YouTube, keeps their Twitch partnership, and says, hey, I'm going to be streaming on there once a week. We're going to do like night streams on YouTube or night streams on Twitch with a certain group, maybe playing a certain game that my audience doesn't usually like. It's just like the core audience or whatever. Or we're going to have another hobby I've always wanted to try that doesn't really fit in my brand. We're going to do that over on Twitch. And they maintain value over on Twitch so that the people who maintain their subscriptions over there feel like it's worth it. But I think you're going to see large streamers move over to YouTube, never go live on Twitch again, but keep their partnership, hoping that subscriptions, their biggest fans, continue subscribing or forget to unsubscribe or whatever, and just kind of give away money for free, and they want to capitalize on that. I think you're going to see which streamers really value the integrity of their audience. Or I should say value the integrity of themselves and don't take advantage of their audience that way. So again, I don't want to call anyone out. If someone does this, I don't want people to like be like, hey, Harris says you're a scumbag, because that's not the goal. It's just going to be a really interesting thing to watch. Who cares about returning the monetary value of their viewers with value, and who just wants to collect? And I think that'll be shown. The main conclusion of this, though, Twitch has changed their game. I think Twitch recognizes the end. I think that's what this is all about. Twitch knows they're not the big dog anymore. YouTube gaming is still not as great of a platform. They've been really slow to add features. We all know this. It's not as great of a place to stream on as Twitch is. But it will be. And Twitch knows they can't compete anymore, and they're changing their strategy to try to stop the bleeding and collect as much as they can before the inevitable end. That is the only reason, let's say, and recognized the inevitability. The inevitability. Why is that word so hard to say? Inevitability. Twitch is dead now? No, but I think it's going to be a slow death. And I think Twitch knows there's nothing they can do to turn it around. And so instead, they're making a very smart play. They're making a 900 IQ play that not only makes them look like the good guy, but allows them to collect without providing very much. This is a 900 IQ end game play for Twitch. They recognize the end. They're making adjustments to collect as much as they can to try to cut their losses and collect back on their losses as much as they can. By letting subscriptions continue, by changing the split to 50-50 so they're collecting more on those subscriptions while providing fewer streams to viewers. And we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. Anyway, what do you think? Am I right? Am I completely wrong here? Let me know. And because this is going on YouTube, let me know in the comments. Let's end this the way we normally do on YouTube. As always, happy streaming. All right, ending the recording. So, I feel like I need to tweet out a screenshot of this. I'm not ending the stream, by the way. I'm just ending the YouTube video. Let's talk about it now. Let's have a conversation. Anton Blaze. Ludwig should start pushing his extension more. That way big streamers... Oh, I need to make a video on that. I've got it on my list of videos to make. Ludwig, that way big streamers who can use it encourage subs to switch to members while maintaining their community. Also, streamers get higher split from member. They do. Yeah, YouTube gives a 70-30 split for all partners. Audio went out? I don't think so. Oh, geez. I gotta even pull this. I gotta pull this up. Do I not have? Oh, there it is. Yeah, guys, everyone who's in here, please hit the like button. That would help out a ton. Audio's good. Yeah, don't come into a YouTube stream and not hit the like button. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. But let's talk about it. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this whole analysis that we just shared? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Am I right? What am I right about? What am I wrong about? What questions do you have? Let's have a nice conversation about it, huh? Vincent, thank you for the $5 super chat, but you still can't dual stream. It's true. We talked about that in there. We talked about why. I think that's Twitch's way of keeping, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to collect on the big people who are leaving. But they're also still trying to keep the medium and small people from making a smooth transition over to YouTube. That's why they got rid of, that's why they're, I think that's why they keep, is it going up tomorrow? Preferably, I'd like it to just be cut up and thrown up today. I'm gonna throw it in Drive right now. Scott. What's the date? 8/23? Hey, Windows, please give me a folder. I'm clicking the new folder button. Please give me a new folder. Stupid. Windows just froze. Let's hope the stream doesn't shut down. I've got a spinning wheel in Windows Explorer. Is it a good idea to start a streaming career on YouTube instead of Twitch right now? Twitch is still a better place to stream. And it will be probably for another year or so. I would, if you're going to do anything. Oh, there we go. And my screen just turned completely black. Hold on, let me title this Twitch exclusive. Here is the one, where's the one from today? One from today. And then also videos. All right, Scott, they're both uploading to Drive right now. So yeah, I think it's going to take Twitch or YouTube another year, maybe even 2, to feel like a solid streaming platform. It's going to take time because they have taken their time. They've also lost a couple serious contenders up there. Like they lost both Lester Chen and Ryan Wyatt. Those guys were both rock stars, and they're both gone. I'm hoping the third in line is still a rock star. I know I've spoken to him. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know him very well though. Kenobi, thank you for the 8 months of Thrifty Boys. Straight Edge Jesse, thank you for the 5 months. Sketch, welcome to the Thrifty Boys, brand new member. Sig So Wavy says, you're my sole YouTube sensei. This is thanks to you, my channel is gaining traction. Cannot thank you enough. Arigato gozaimashita. Yeah. Matt Ray Hadley, thank you for the 8 months. Broken Law, thank you for the 16 months. Mots, thank you for the 17 months of True Senpais. I'm late to the party. Glad you typed this all out. This will go on YouTube too, by the way. This is going on YouTube. Adona Plays Games, 4 months of True Senpais. Welcome back. How's life treating you? Dude, it's treating me well. We're making some massive changes that I've needed for my mental health, and I'm really pumped with the upcoming stuff. But I need to call these out, and then I'm going to answer some questions about what we talked about. Anton Blaze. Oh, I read your super chat. Jaron Smith, thank you for the $5 super chat for Senpai Gaming. Are you eventually going to be hiring content creators and so on? That is the plan. Yeah, at some point, absolutely. Does YouTube also have split in revenue? Yes, so YouTube's revenue split is 70-30 across the board, as long as you're a partner. It's harder to get partner than it is to get Twitch affiliate. So you get 50-50 on Twitch sooner than you can get 70-30 on YouTube. But, the split is better. They give 70-30 to every single partner. Bomber, thank you for the Thrifty Boys. It's Red, thank you for the 10 months. And Nax, thank you for the 17 months. With exclusivity gone, does that mean that TikTok and Twitch multi-streaming would be more viable? You could, hey, by the way, I didn't mention this earlier in there. Twitch hasn't been enforcing the exclusivity for like, I think it's like 4 to 6 months or something now. And I don't mean that like, oh, we haven't seen them do it. Like, it's been internal. Like, they've been officially told internally, don't enforce the exclusivity rule. They've just now made it public, but it's been a rule internally for 4 to 6 months. They haven't been enforcing exclusivity unless you are like an ambassador or something. But they stopped enforcing it. Do you see YouTube Gaming adding a variety adding variety categories in the future. I find it weird for them to be in the live without non-gaming categories. I hope so. I hope so. They need to just chatting or variety, or I'm knowing YouTube, they'll probably call it something different than just chatting. But yeah, no, I hope they do, because right now, like, I'm in gaming. Because, like, what else am I going to be in? Entertainment? That's what I was for a while, but my audience is gamers, so I put it in gaming. Twitch affiliate is 50-50? Twitch affiliate has always been 50-50. Do you think this will mean bad things for future affiliates? I think it means very little for future affiliates. I think the game changes nothing for small streamers like non-affiliates and also for affiliates. I mean, they've never enforced exclusivity for affiliates. I've never seen a single affiliate get in, like, not be able to stream anywhere else. When I talk about the bad thing that's going to happen soon being the partnership split going from 70-30 down to 50-50, you're already 50-50. So this changes absolutely nothing. Can you adopt me as your musko? Maybe my musume. So yeah, no, this only affects, right now, this affects medium-sized partners positively, because they can test out streaming on YouTube. It affects large partners poorly, because now they have no chance of getting a massive buyout from YouTube. That's gone. It affects, in the future, it'll affect both of them very poorly, because I don't think it'll be publicly announced. I really doubt that Twitch gets on the stage and says, hey, every Twitch partner is going down to 50-50. I just think it happens around the time of TwitchCon. 70-30 was only for really big partners, really big creators. All new partners for the last year have been 50-50 split, except for tier 2 and tier 3. Well, I think tier 2 and tier 3 will go down to 50-50. Also, I mean, I was 70-30. Sam was 70-30. Until like a year ago, it wasn't just really big creators. It was anyone that had gotten over 1,000 subs, which is a very, very small percentage, right? Top couple percent or whatever. But it was doable. You didn't have to be a Lily Pichu. I had the 70-30 split for 2-3 years. So Twitch is killing itself off? No, Twitch dying is an inevitability, and they are making a smart play to recollect as much as they can. They're not going to announce that at TwitchCon. Imagine the audience reaction. Yeah, dude, the people would go nuts. But it's going to happen. They might send out an email. It might be like this last one. We're like, hey, we're letting you know that all... They might not even say anything. I would actually be willing to bet that partners just start tweeting out, hey, I just looked at my dashboard and noticed that it says 50-50. When did that change? There's a chance. It would be a sleazy move. I don't know. I don't want to make that assumption, but it wouldn't surprise me if Twitch just cut everyone to 50-50 and didn't tell anyone. I've seen tweets of big streamers saying, one day I just noticed it was 50-50. I don't even know how long it's been there. So I actually think there's a good chance that it just changes. They don't announce it. They don't tell anyone. It just gets dropped back down to 50-50. I think the people who are ambassadors and are like specifically contracted to be 70-30 will maintain that until their ambassador contract ends, and then they will be dropped to 50-50. If they move to 50-50, what does that mean? Partnerships will be dropped. What will be the point of affiliate versus partnership if that be the case? Nothing. If I can be real with you, there was never really much of a difference between them, at least for the last year. Even for the most part, when I got partnership, the real only thing that changed was that I got a check mark next to my name. I got a 70-30 split a couple months later, only because I was a really, really fast growing Twitch partner. And Twitch really, like, that was when the YouTube channel was exploding and my Twitch channel was exploding, and I went from 10 subs to 1,000 subs in 2 months. And I think at my peak, I think we hit 4,000 or 5,000 subs. Checkmark and transcoding, that's true. Most of the time I got transcoding as an affiliate though. So again, Yes, you get guaranteed transcoding, but I got transcoding most of the time as an affiliate. The check mark is really the biggest thing that you got, and now it's pretty much going to be the only thing you get, except for little things like, oh, your clips last longer and stuff. Man, I went looking for a clip the other day. I went looking for an old clip. Gone. Gone. It was a really special moment. I should have downloaded it. That was really stupid of me not to download it, but it was the moment of me meeting one of my childhood heroes. I was live on Twitch at DreamHack, and the lead singer of Trivium walked by because they played at DreamHack. He walked by and like slapped me on the shoulder because the guy who was guiding him told him that I was a big fan, and so he just slapped me on the shoulder and said hi, and I like had a near heart attack. And I mean, now I've gamed with him a couple times and stuff, but that moment of me being like, no freaking way, is gone forever. It's gone, and I'm really sad about that. Anything I've ever uploaded to YouTube, even the video I uploaded in 2006, still on YouTube. But that clip from a couple years ago, that 15-second clip is gone. It makes me sad. Will this have an effect on non-streamer channels? I'm a magician, not a streamer. By the way, thanks for the video. Super helpful when I started on YouTube. On non-streaming Twitch channels? What do you do on Twitch if you're not streaming? That's all it is. Did I say Trivium lead single? I meant singer. Non-streaming YouTube channels. Oh, non-streaming YouTube channels, this means absolutely nothing. This is really just affecting streaming Twitch channels. Nappers, thank you for the 17 months of the true Senpais. Welcome back. Quick setup question. How do you switch between your shotgun and dynamic mics? Is there a simple way between the MV7X and XLR pencil condenser mic? Yeah. So I have them both going in through separate means. Obviously, this is going in via USB. It's a USB dynamic mic. And then the shotgun mic goes in through the Rodecaster Pro. But then I grab them as separate channels. You can grab multiple, up to 3 hardware channels of the beacon interface. Actually, I'll show you. So in the beacon interface, here are, I actually have the third one over here because I just don't really use it much. But I have 3 hardware inputs. This is my beacon mic, this is my shotgun mic, and it's grabbing, I think if I hover over it, yeah, you can see Rodecaster Pro 2 chat. And then over here, this is Rodecaster Pro 2 main. That's my PC, or my Mac over there for music stuff. And so then in the, basically I could just mute and unmute either one. I actually do it in this is the Mix Create, this is the mix. I have a mix plugged in also. I've just grabbed those channels and thrown them onto Beacon Mix channels. And so I just hit the buttons and mute them. Oh, except I had this one on. I think when I switched over to this, it unmuted them. Does it do stereo inputs as well? Yeah, it does. Love that white guitar in the background. Thank you. It's my music man, my majesty, John Petrucci. Phase. Yeah, I accidentally activated this one. Would you recommend the Beacon over the Go XLR? It depends on if you value, what you value more. I like the microphone. I think it sounds good. I don't think it's the best sounding microphone out there, but I think it sounds easily good enough for live streaming, like without question. And the features on it are top notch. The ease of use, the UI and everything. I love what they're doing. The Go XLR is awesome, and you can choose any microphone, and it's a powerhouse of an XLR interface. And so you can get higher quality sound out of it, but you don't have things like submixes and some higher end software features that Beacon has. So it really just is what matters to you. Can I use a Beacon with a Go XLR? No, the Beacon is a USB interface. I mean, technically you could use them both in tandem. I just don't know why you do that. You can't go from this into the Go XLR. I mean, again, you can by going out of the headphone jack into the 1/8" microphone jack, but I don't know why you do that. Because you end up bypassing the preamp in the Go XLR anyway. You're still using this whole system. I don't know why you do that. me move this back over. People can still not stream to YouTube while streaming to Twitch, but they can stream to Insta or TikTok. Yes, you can multi-stream to Instagram and TikTok, but you can't multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube. You can stream to Twitch and Instagram or TikTok at the same time. Which, actually, I didn't mention this in the talk earlier. Lester Chen, who used to be basically the replacement for Ryan Wyatt, Lester Chen tweeted out, like, so what does this mean? If YouTube were to announce like short form live, vertical live streams like TikTok, could they multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube then? I don't know. I think it's really interesting. Did we miss a little talk? It's going up on YouTube later. So right now we're just answering questions. We're just having a chat. We're having a brainstorm about it. Pretty sure Instagram, hey. Pretty sure Instagram doesn't allow you to stream from a computer due to bandwidth issues. You can hack it. It can be done. Hey. Hey. Hey, good boy. Want to come say hi? I know you got your favorite microphone here. Come here. Oh my goodness. We're going to turn on this microphone. Hey. She likes to eat this microphone. Anyone who doesn't know, this is Lennon. How are you? Hey, Lennon. Lennon.
Lennon, where's Dada? Where's Dada?
Yay! Hey, Lennon. Lennon. You shake your head for the people? Nah, it's not happening today.
Hey, Lennon, where's Dada?
Yay! Yummy.
Lennon, where's Necto?
Yay! Oh.
Wholesome content.
Yeah.
I'll take it back.
Okay. Which is the best streaming Wave XLR, Go XLR, full size? I don't know what full size is. Oh.
Let's go. Put you down right now.
You're saying hi.
I brought you your food. I got you a salad
Okay, thank you.
and a few fries.
Love you.
Okay, Necto, come on.
Which is the best? Again, all those are great products. It just depends on what the most important thing to you is. Jeff Slays, do you think TikTok streaming via OBS will be a game changer due to discoverability? I believe it's in beta with some current streamers. Yes, I absolutely think that's a solid strategy to try out. Being a game changer, we'll have to see. That's a big claim, but it is definitely a solid strategy that you should try if you can. Daniel Roy, will this have an effect on non-stream? Oh, I read that one. Benny Viaje, thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back, man. Julie Jules. What's up, man? I heard you mention partners can't stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, but you can do that now if you're a Twitch affiliate. You've always been able to do it if you're an affiliate. It doesn't matter. They've never enforced exclusivity for affiliates. It's never. I've literally not a single time heard of it happening with affiliates. I wouldn't worry about it. I missed the main part of the video, but I think affiliates still can't simulcast as well. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the rule is. There are so many affiliates, they don't care. They don't care. They've never enforced it a single time as far as I know. Do you think 120 FPS streaming will become more common in the next couple of years with encoders improving performance? I think in the next couple of years, no. I think the next thing that's going to improve is latency. I think if they're going to improve anything, especially on YouTube's end, YouTube has a solid encoder if you go up to 1440p or higher. If you use the low latency instead of ultra low latency, the AV, I believe it's the AV1 encoder. That thing is, or is the AV1 the bad one? I don't remember. VP9? There's VP9 and AV1, right, Velocinator? Dude, I don't really dive into these things very much. Okay, AV1. Okay, thank you. You had me questioning myself because I don't really deep dive into those that much. I don't think those usually make a huge difference in your career. But yeah, the AV1 encoder looks fantastic. It's what I'm using right now. The stream looks amazing. VP9 is a good one. But then Ragdis says AV1 is the good one. I'm pretty sure the AV1 is the good one. Okay, anyway. Yeah, their higher end encoder looks phenomenal, but it has like at the lowest point, like 7 seconds of latency. So I've got 7 to 9 seconds of latency right now, which I miss Twitch's sub 1 second latency. It's fantastic. You're on VP9? I don't know, man. Everyone's talking about which one's better. Whichever one it is. YouTube's better encoder. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't care. I don't think that's a make or break. I don't think that adjusts the experience. Knowing that adjusts my experience as a streamer. So it just doesn't matter. According to Stats for Nerds, it says you're on VP9. Okay, now we know. VP9. The VP9 one is fantastic, but they need to lower the latency. I really want to see YouTube lower the latency on their higher quality encoders. That'd be fantastic. You sure that mic is on? It's not on. I've been talking into it for forever and it's not even on. It's just out of habit. On all my video calls, I use that mic so that the people talking coming out the speakers don't get fed back into the shotgun mic. Oh well. Oh well. How embarrassing. So if I buy a Shure SM7, I have to buy a Go XLR, or can I use my Beacon Mix? You cannot use your Beacon Mix with an XLR mic. It does not have an XLR. It's not an XLR interface. Doesn't have an XLR input. Does not have a preamp built into it. It is the only port on the back is USB, and that goes into your computer. You swapped to the Beacon mic? I've been using the Beacon mic for like since it came out. I love the mic. You still using the Nova? No, stop using the Nova. Does anyone else have any more questions about the Twitch exclusivity stuff? I want to make sure I get to all those. We're going to be posting, if you missed it, by the way, we're going to be posting a video on the Senpai Gaming channel later today. Does this apply to affiliate Twitch streamers? No, it does. It means nothing for affiliates. Why'd you stop using the Nova? The latency on the line in was horrendous. It was 2 to 3 times longer than the regular Arctis Pro Wireless. And so my microphone feeding back into my headset had a ton of delay, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. It was like you having the speech jammer challenge on all the time. But if you don't have your voice going back into your headset, then it's an amazing headset. Jeremy Riley, thank you for the 9 months. Alkaline Expert, thank you for the 17 months. Should we bother with Twitch or just YouTube it? If you don't have an audience on Twitch right now, if you're not making any money on Twitch, absolutely start fresh on YouTube right now. With this announcement, Twitch basically acknowledged defeat. And they are just trying to collect. They're using the next couple of years, this transition, to try to maintain a positive cash flow and collect as much as they can, which is by the way, brilliant move. I don't think Twitch has done anything wrong. I just think people are misinterpreting what they did. I think this is a really smart move by Twitch. Affiliates are only exclusive for 24 hours. Doesn't matter. No affiliate has ever been hit for streaming on another platform. Doesn't matter. Stream on both. Do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. It's never been enforced. Do you guys know, can I stream, because I'm streaming on a 2-to-1 aspect ratio on YouTube right now. But do you know if I can stream on YouTube in a vertical aspect ratio? If I just set my canvas to be vertical? Could I do that? Does this extend or decreases Twitch lifespan in your eyes? I don't think it actually changes the lifespan. I think it's gonna halt a lot of big streamers from moving over sooner because it is ultimately stopping massive payouts. I think it's going to stop the mass exodus from Twitch over to YouTube, at least for the big streamers, until YouTube has finally added in all the features that they need to add in. That's the big thing that's missing. They need to add all the monetization features. You make 3 to 4 times as much on YouTube, on Twitch, as you do on YouTube. So I think that's the big thing that they need to do. I think it's going to halt the mass exodus of large streamers until it is financially viable to move over from Twitch to YouTube. And you don't lose a ton of money by doing that, because you're not going to get massive payouts anymore. You can have a 9:16 aspect ratio in OBS. I know you can have I know you can have an OBS, but what happens if you send it to YouTube? I have no idea. Chen hinted YouTube working on downloadable clips before he left, wondering if you've got any insider info on the release date. I have no idea what the release date is, but I've been told by YouTube that I was told a long time ago that it was not their plan to release clips like they are today, basically useless, and then do nothing with them. They fully planned on making it a robust system. Do you think it'll cause medium-sized streamers to permanently move to YouTube since they no longer have to stream on Twitch? I think you're going to see a lot of people doing both, which I don't think Twitch cares about, because the subscribers still roll over. Just entered. What did Twitch do now? They ended exclusivity with partners. Now, I should say they publicly ended exclusivity with partners. Internally, Twitch hasn't been enforcing exclusivity for like 4 to 6 months. And I don't mean like they just haven't really cared, haven't paid attention. They have actively said to their staff, don't enforce this. It's been a thing that they've actually been having, like they've done for months now. They're finally just announcing it publicly. I have a question. Do you think this loosening of exclusivity over on Twitch will encourage YouTube to up their game on feature development? Hope so. I don't think YouTube is being slow on purpose. I think YouTube's just YouTube, and they're a massive company, and they're working on shorts, and they're working on videos, and they're working to solve the bot problem and the fake giveaways. And I think live streaming is just not, honestly, if I can be honest with you, I just don't think it's their top. I think shorts are a higher priority than live streams right now. I think TikTok is a larger threat to YouTube than Twitch is. And so Twitch wants to fight TikTok and wants to win on that front more than they care about beating Twitch. YouTube's going to beat Twitch; it's an inevitability. So I think the majority of their effort is going towards shorts. I think that's why, and I don't think this is going to change that. So no. How do you stream in 2 to 1? Is it a new partner feature? Tried, couldn't get it to work. I just set my canvas, my OBS canvas, to be 2 to 1 aspect ratio. It gives me an error. Look. Error, you need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 2560 by 1280, which is if you do the math, that's a 2 to 1 aspect ratio, which is not supported in this configuration, but it works. I get that error every time I stream, but it works. YouTube only shows 9:16 without black bars on mobile. Live doesn't support it yet, even when I tried a few months back. I might try it on like a secret account just to see what happens now. Just join. Does this mean Twitch won't care about multi-streams? Well, no, they said specifically in there that you can't multi-stream to Twitch or to YouTube. However, this only applies to partners. And I say that because Twitch has never enforced that multi-streaming. Twitch has never enforced exclusivity to any affiliate. I've had people at Twitch tell me it applies to affiliates. Tell me that technically the rule, and you see, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter say this rule, there's never been exclusivity for affiliates. And then I've had Twitch specifically tell me, no, it applies to affiliates, but then they've never enforced it for affiliates. So, doesn't matter. It definitely says in the contract. All right. Is your secret account Genpai Saming? That it is not. That's probably you. You were trying to hope. You were hoping to get me to say it, and I fell for it. Would you consider streaming on Twitch again in light of the news? If I wanted to be a full-time streamer, I might like jump over there, stream once a week, get partnership again, whatever. Find a way to make it work. If streaming was my dream. I plan on making a video on this like near the end of the year. I want streaming. I want to enjoy streaming again. It's very rare that I look forward to a live stream like I did today. I want my live streams to be doing something I enjoy doing. And in order for me to do that, I need to make this channel stronger. Because right now, this channel is still just rollover from the Senpai Gaming channel. I don't do anything on this stream except for talk about what my Senpai Gaming videos are. So I think if I really, really wanted to be a big streamer, another reason, by the way, I've kind of, and again, I'll talk about this. Another reason I've kind of fallen out of love with streaming is I'm not a super social person. I'd love to jump into games with people, but like I just saw on Twitter, like the camp, like the streamer camp thing, not streamer camp, but like I saw Foosley tweet that they're doing an offline TV camp thing or 100 Thieves camp thing. I saw Valkyrie and Foosley and stuff in it. And I thought about like if I got invited to that, of course I'd go. It'd be a big opportunity, but like, do I want to go camping? Do I want to be around 20 people for days? Do you know how much like social anxiety that would give me? I don't have the I'm not an extra. I don't have the extrovert mindset enough to like consciously make socializing a big part of what I do. So I can't do it. I want to stream fun stuff that I enjoy streaming. I want to stream games with friends every once in a while. I want to stream something that I'm creating, something that I'm working on. I want to make this room more of a creative space, do some guitar stuff. I want to learn 3D animation. I'm working on that next year, all those things. And that doesn't really, for the most part, at least not yet, that hasn't really been the meta of streaming, which is exciting because I think it opens a door for opportunities. But for the most part, streaming is really about hanging out. And so if you're gonna break from that meta, man, you gotta make a huge effort. Anyway, I'm an introvert too. The right people energize you, the wrong ones drain you. Even the right people drain me. I've got a good buddy of mine that I hang out with once a month, twice a month. He lives an hour away, and we make an effort to hang out because he's my best friend and has been for 10 years. Really, really creative dude, and we have a lot of fun together. We built one of these lights together. You can see I have lights in my room now. We built one together, so I knew how to build the next one by myself. And like we'll hang out for 4 or 5 hours once or twice a month, and even at the end of it, it's like, okay, this was good. Leave. It's not like that. We don't do that, but it's like, okay, you know, it's time for me to get back to my life. You get back to your life. Let's hang out again in a couple weeks. Harris is my social anxiety spirit animal. Yeah. Social anxiety is a real thing. Jorge, thank you for the 15 months on the moon. Oh my goodness. Thanks for everything you do to help us. Dude, thank you, man. What about your wife? Does she drain you? Yeah. She knows that. Everybody drains me. I need my alone time. Need it. Absolutely need it. It's not about her, it's about me. What should I start on, YouTube or Twitch? If you're starting from scratch, absolutely YouTube. Have Have you ever considered doing a video breaking down how to succeed on specific platforms? What works on Facebook? What works on Instagram? TikTok? Nothing works on Facebook. Nothing works on Instagram right now. You want to know what works on Instagram? Reposting your TikToks to it. TikTok just shut down any growth for their core audience. Instagram just did some serious damage to their platform, and who knows if they're going to recover from it. Like creators who have been on the platform for years, dude, it's nuts. Instagram wants to be TikTok so bad that they just destroyed all the careers of their photographers. Photographers who have invested over a decade, like years into the platform. You look at their stats. I mean, the stats are going, a couple thousand new followers a day, blah, 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 blah. Pff, losing in one day, losing followers every single day. They want to be TikTok so bad that they just destroyed their core audience. So you want to grow on Instagram? Post your TikToks as Instagram Reels. Peter McKinnon made a damning video against Instagram. I saw that one. Do not stream on Facebook. Facebook does not have the tools that you need as a streamer. Facebook will not make the tools you need as a streamer. Facebook throws their creators under the bus to protect themselves. They saw streaming exploding during COVID, and they're like, oh, we want some of that. We want a piece of that pie. And they flipped a couple switches, made some adjustments to their UI, and then since then have done nothing. And it's bad. What's up, Tim? How are things? Good, just got back into town yesterday. I swear I plan on doing a Discord stream, but I haven't streamed on here in over a week. One day. Let's aim for later this week. I think we can do it Thursday or Friday this week. Last week I left out of town on Wednesday. I swear I have every intention of doing it, and then I get behind on stuff. Dude, I worked until leading up to last week, I worked every day till 2 a.m. So tired. I need a change. I need a change. It's a bummer because I actually really wanted to get into photography. I'm willing to try Vero. The thing is, whenever you see people arguing about which platform to be on, why does it matter? When you talk about short form or small content stuff, like photos or shorts, like video, a vertical video, just if you take a picture, upload it to both Instagram and Vero. Why do you have to pick one? Do both. See which one works out. Sell your business, move to Japan. You have no idea, bud. Okay, by the way, I'm not going to say anything she doesn't know. I would 100% do that. I would 100% do that. If Kenzie didn't want to live so far away from family, I would do that today. But you have a family, and your wife wants to live near family, and I want to live near family too. It's fair. It is a fair ask. I'm not upset with her at all for it, but I am a little bummed because I would do it today. Maybe not sell my entire business. I love what I do. I love a lot of parts of what I do. Don't love it all. There are things that you'll be seeing some changes in the beginning of 2023 that I'm really excited about and I'm really nervous about. Hold on a sec. Are you guys down to wholesome raid someone that has 2 viewers? Playing Apex Legends? That would be the wholesomest of raids. If we do that, I need every single... I gotta eat food. And I gotta get to work on the next video. I just gotta... Oh, that new Insta360 webcam just came in today. So I gotta make a video. It's going up next week. If we do this, if we raid this, I need every single person in the raid to hit the like button. That's the thing. If this is gonna be a wholesome raid, every single person needs to hit the like button. Do I have your commitment? We got to get this person at least over 100 likes. They've got 7. You guys down? If we can get over 300 likes, that'll be mind-blowing. But I know we can get over 100. Anyway, guys, I got to run. I'm going to be live again tomorrow morning, by the way. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking with me. Video going up on Senpai Gaming later today of what we talked about during the video today. And, yeah, see you tomorrow. Enjoy the video. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you hit the like button on it. Make sure you leave a comment for that sweet, sweet engagement. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.